Welcome back, everybody. My name is Donofrio. Anthony is now going to be joining us as the third caster. Got Kyle ZZXQ Voganson filling in. He's going to do all the color commentary. Kyle, what have you seen so far that you're excited most about as you jump into Group 2?
I'm really excited to see how this group plays out. I know that ABC coming out of that wild card, they're going to be interesting to see how they do. And we've got Ace Gaming also coming back from the Brazilian X5 arena, doing really well down there. It'll be interesting to see how they take that experience and sort of work it into this competition.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the competitive favor on the side of Ace Gaming is very high right now, playing for high stakes. So that'll definitely be something, the favorable matchup. But before we get into any games, let's take a look at what the bracket looks like here for Group 2. It is going to be Ace Gaming on the top of that bracket as the 2 seed, going up against ABC in the 7. And then the interesting thing here, we actually have Bio Gaming, the 3rd seed, is going to be jumping up against the most recent Gopher Cup winner, which is Welfare in that 6 seed. What are we expecting to see maybe in that game as we get later into the group stage?
I feel like this is going to be a really close game. Welfare obviously doing really well in recent weeks in the Gopher Cups. They've won 2 out of the past 3, I believe, so definitely a strong presence from them. But Bio, nonetheless, they've been around for quite a while, always having a sort of presence, but never really being that #1 team. But it'll be interesting to see how they face off against the current strong roster of Welfare.
Oh, absolutely, and this format is going to be exactly the same as what we saw in Group 1. So we're going to have a best-of-1 series for all these matchups, and there will be a double elimination format. So if they lose out in the first game, there is no saying go home yet. They can still fight their way through to that last playoff spot. By the end of this group stage, we will have our final 4 teams to get to that playoffs for the grand finale. And again, we are talking about $5,000 for the top prize and that trip to South Korea. Talk about excitement. And I know these guys probably have to be feeling really antsy as they've been sitting around watching just Group 1 play each other. Are we expecting to see any kind of an upset maybe possibly here from maybe ABC playing as strongly as maybe Trix did?
Yeah, I definitely think ABC has a pretty good chance of pulling an upset against Ace Gaming. I just think Ace Gaming, going into this, is going to have a lot of experience, whereas ABC not so much on their side, because Ace Gaming's got that. They've had to deal with a lot more pressure situations than ABC has, so it'll be interesting to see how ABC can sort of handle that pressure and go up against a powerhouse team like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's only just volumes of just total resource coming out of the confidence for Ace Gaming. Not only in the fact that they've probably been playing this game just as long, if not longer, than everybody else on the servers right now, but also the fact that this 5 players have been playing together for a long time. I mean, we've seen them pretty much consistently with the same roster since ESL's picked up the whole Gopher Cup system, and they have to feel very confident not only in their individual familiarity with the game, but also the team play that they've probably worked on since. So, I mean, on the other side of things, we're going to be looking at, the Welfare. They are kind of, in my eyes, the dark horse here. I mean, they're the 6th seed, but they have, again, that strong reputability as they've been building in the last few matchups in the Gopher Cups. And, I mean, it's not like it's a for sure thing that they're going to be just completely ousted by Bio Gaming.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see how they come out and perform because, like you said, they've been just a really strong team recently. So I think they can really come out and have a strong presence here up against Bio, and then who knows where they'll go.
Yeah, absolutely. So while we have the minute here, we're still waiting on everything to get set up. Make sure you guys join us on Twitter. CFS 2014 is the hashtag I've been plugging on there, and I want to hear from you guys exactly what's going to happen. I want you to guess. I want you to predict. I want you to tell me exactly who's going to go through and why. I want to see it all because that's going to give us just tons of stuff to feed off here, and we're excited to see just how the community reacts to this intense Group 2. I mean, this is probably the closest matchups we could have hoped for, especially with that 6 versus 3 matchup. But again, ABC could very well put up a good show against Ace Gaming.
Oh, definitely. I think it's really anyone's game at this point. It's going to come down to who's playing stronger and who has the better presence today, and I think it could be just about anyone here.
Absolutely. So as we get everything set up here from the ESL desk in Burbank, California, stick with us. We'll be back with you guys in just a minute. back to the ESL desk here again. I'm Alan Tilt Donofrio, joined with me, of course, Kyle ZZXQ Vogensen. And I mean, we've seen a lot of good action. We talked about it a little bit briefly from Group 1, and there's nothing but awesome games ahead of us. But let's go back a little bit and take a look at what happened in Group 1 earlier, in case you missed it, you weren't with us earlier today. So we had a really, really interesting first round, I would say. The first matchup that we brought to you guys was that Instinct versus Trix. Again, Trix came out of that play-in series against Ascend with that extremely crucial overtime play. Again, Ascend was ended up being disqualified due to technicalities, but I wouldn't say that Trix just got their way in. I mean, we saw them play very, very strongly against Instinct. I mean, what were your final reactions from that matchup?
Definitely. Trix, I think, came out and performed way better than a lot of people expected. But